I heard yippee. Yippee yippee, hello. Oh my god, what's my model doing? Thank you. Alright. Hello, Belle. Hi, Alex. Where's Cethia at, huh? Anyways, let me. Hi there. Let me check all the thingies. I am actually quite tired. I debated on not streaming, but then I was like, but I already postponed it yesterday. So, that's why I'm streaming today. Hope you're happy. Maybe we can finish it. The demo. I'm not sure. We'll see. At least I'm gonna try. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Let's hop right in. Mm. Thank you for the rose. I unfortunately cannot read your name. I think this was our save. All right. Hi, Ray. Oh my god, I didn't bring any water. I just have I just have percentage water. God damn it. Oh well, I'll survive. I'll survive. Okay. Rainbow bandages, a red tunnel, blue eyes. That's all I can seem to recall from my dream as the blaring bzz, bzz, bzz of my alarm pulls me from my slumber. Almost groggily, I reach for my phone to turn it off and flop back into my bed. Curious, I glance at the screen to check the time, only to get blinded by the brightness of my wallpaper. Ugh. Wincing at the bright screen that practically flashbangs me, I crack open one eye to read the number on the screen. 9:05. So it wasn't too early then. I still had plenty of time to get ready for the day and possibly make some waffles for breakfast. The batter would expire soon anyway, and I didn't really feel like visiting the bakery this morning. True. With that plan in mind, I let out a sleepy groan and roll out of bed. Muscle memory kicks in, and my immediate reaction is to open the blinds for some much needed sunshine. But when I glance at my windows, they were already pulled back. Sunlight had been pouring into my room for who knows how long, and I didn't even notice? And when did I open them? I swear, I closed the blinds last night. In fact, I was confident I did. Because there was no way I'd be getting any sleep after finding out a potential stalker was creeping outside my window. Don't tell me someone broke in again. I try not to focus on the twag of dread slowly building up inside the pit of my stomach. I wasn't about to get worked up again, and so early in the morning, too. Sunshine. Ugh. This is not what I needed to start my day with. Deciding not to dwell on it for now, I stand up and gradually work out the kinks in my body. The kinks. My chat is not chatting? No. No way I was going to let this ruin the outing I had planned with Tio, Eleanor, and Leon. Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. Where was I supposed to go to the aquarium today? With that in mind, I make a mental note to dress appropriately as I walk over to my closet. Absent-mindedly, I run my fingers across some of my clothes before pulling something edgy from the rack. My usual style has never let me down before, so I decide to stick with the theme and wear something similar. I pick out a few more matching pieces and accessories before giving them all a cursory glance. Feeling satisfied with the items I chose, I nod in approval before heading to the bathroom to change. I doubt the hot water would work this early in the morning, so having a nice refreshing shower was definitely out of the question. Well, not that it really mattered. I still needed to buy some more shampoo anyway, and oh? Strange. Was my toothbrush holder always this solid black color? I could have sworn it was gray. Picking it up from the shelf, I give it a once-over. The Haruko print was still there, yet it somehow felt heavier in my hands. But then again, I don't exactly go around meticulously measuring how heavy my items are in the first place. Dude, did he broke in, exchanged our freaking toothbrush holder thingy for a more expensive one? Did he put Egyptian cotton towels in our home as well? How about that? Jeez. Today was seriously a day of overthinking, huh? Well, let's see. Putting the holder back on the shelf, I focus my attention back on the reflection of myself in the mirror and give an appreciative nod. The outfit I chose looked perfect, and once I put everything on, all I'd have left to decide is how I should style my hair. What should I do? My hair is short, my hair is mid-length, my hair is long. I don't have hair. Mr. Worldwide is in the house tonight. Mr. Worldwide. I'm bald. That would be so funny. That would be so funny, not gonna lie. I think though I'm gonna go with Eleanor is a lake. My hair is mid-length. Oh my god. Okay, wait, shit. I have coily, braided, locks, curly, wavy, straight. Wait, let's go with the normal one. I've got short and curly. An idea comes to my mind and I immediately set to work. Cutting it off. An hour flies by and I've somehow managed to get dressed, style my hair, and finish breakfast in record time. With nothing else left to do, I decide I might as well kill time in my entryway by picking out which shoes to wear. Bold of you to assume that I have so many shoes. So just as I stop in front of the shoe rack, something near the front door catches my eye. A letter? Odd. My door doesn't have a letterbox, so I usually have to visit the front desk to collect my mail. That is, if Violet doesn't bring it up for me. So what was this doing here? Curiosity gets the better of me and I find myself scooping up the letter and opening it. Inside was nothing more than a folded note written in red ink and, was that a lock of light blonde hair? Oh shit. What the... Did this belong to Eleanor? A chill runs down my spine once I realize what exactly this item is, and I hesitantly scan the rest of the note for answers. It simply read, I think she might need a new lock as well, don't you think? And don't bother warning her about this. I'll know. Let's keep this between us, alright? It'll be our little secret. What the hell? Was this somehow tied to that loser who broke into my apartment a few days ago? Or was it someone else entirely? Though admittedly, whoever this stalker was, they were honestly doing a pretty bad job at making their intentions clear. I mean, what exactly were they trying to accomplish by doing this? Scaring you, probably. Did they want me to stay away from Eleanor as well? Or just keep silent? What did they get out of blackmailing me like this? And why target Eleanor specifically? None of this made any sense. And now that I gave it more thought, I still wasn't sure what they wanted from me either. Why go through all this trouble in the first place? It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong. Maybe moving back to the Bay wasn't a good idea after all. I mean, I left the hardships and turmoil of the city behind for a reason. I wanted fresh air, faces, and a more easygoing lifestyle. Things I'd never get in the city. And now it seems like history is only repeating itself once more. I thought I could live a peaceful life here with my new job and friends, and now I've somehow found myself in more trouble than I could ever ask for. And what's worse is that after denying my own paranoia for so long, this was all it took to convince me that my potential intruder really was real after all. Crap. Maybe Violet was right. I remember brushing off her concerns because the idea of a stalker seemed so far-fetched to me, especially given Courtland Bay's innocuous reputation. But now, admittedly, a big part of me wanted to see if Violet was still home, but another part kept me rooted in place. Would it be safe? What if the intruder was still lurking outside? Suddenly my phone goes off and scares the living daylights out of me. So much that I end up dropping it on the hardwood floor and clambering to pick it back up in a panic. Crap. With shaking hands, I forgot. I forego looking for any dents and cracks in the screen as I try to discern the reason for the noise instead. The letter T shows up where the call ID should be, alongside a suggestive contact photo of someone's abs that I don't remember taking, which could only mean one thing. Tio was calling. It takes a few failed attempts, but I somehow managed to press the answer button and respond with a shaky tone. Oh boy, it's your boy Tio. Thank you for all the likes. I see them on TikTok, by the way. Hello? Well, dang, doll, you sound like you just woke up. Not planning on sleeping in, are ya? What? No. Good, cause I'm outside your apartment right now. Your neighborhood looks like crap, by the way. Smells like it, too. Did you seriously call me just to make fun of where I live? I called you to hurry up, unless you want to walk to the aquarium. In fact, maybe I should just... Ah, dang it. Well, if this isn't Little Miss Pris all by a lonesome. She looks mad. Tio's voice practically oozes smugness as he taunts whoever it is he's talking to, most likely Violet, before I hear him adjust the phone and continue speaking. Oi, dollface, hurry up, won't you? He hangs up before I can mutter out a response. But still, knowing that Tio was downstairs somehow gives me the confidence to leave the safety of my home, though not before committing the state of my apartment to memory and triple-checking my lock. I have half a mind to quickly snap a photo of everything to see if anything was touched in my absence, but I doubt I'd have enough time. Still, if my stalker does decide to come back again, I'd want to know. But now that I'm thinking about photos, this gives me the perfect opportunity to splurge on some security cameras. I'd been needing them for quite some time now anyway. Not gonna lie, they probably won't do anything. With all this talk of violent crimes, dead bodies, and murder happening on the news lately, and now this intruder, I figure it would be better to be safe than sorry. So, deciding to let Tio suffer, even just a little bit, at the hands of Violet, I pull out my phone to scroll through some home security bundles on sale as I make my way towards the lobby. Hi, Ray. Happy to know that. Tio ended up being uncharacteristically quiet throughout the drive, and if I were being honest, I appreciated the silence. It was definitely odd, not having our typical playful banter, but it also wasn't something I needed first thing in the morning. Saw X40 day with you, holy shit, yeah. Well. He also doesn't seem in the mood to be disturbed, given how he clenches the wheel with one hand, while the other supports his head against the window ledge like some angsty teen. So, I try to settle further into the, admittedly comfy, seat of his luxury car, and focus my attention on the scenery as it passes by. It's like 3 AM. Oh no, poor you. You should go to bed, Ray. It isn't long before the aquarium comes to view as Tio looks around for a decent place to park. We must have picked a busy day to visit, considering the amount of cars parked both outside and in the reserved parking area, though Tio seems to have somewhat in mind. You take care as well. I watch as he drives straight past a very clearly labeled no-go zone and pulls up into one of the empty spaces without so much as a reaction. He doesn't even wait for me to get out before he opens his door and walks to the front of the car, and not wanting to be left behind, I quickly follow suit. Tio? I was about to question whether he was allowed to park in the employee zone in the first place, but given how he shamelessly pulls down one of the warning signs and tosses it into a bush, I figured that was my answer. It doesn't take long before he's right by my side once more and ushers me towards the front entrance. Wow. He's such a bad boy. I almost stumble over my feet as Tio pulls me along, but not before almost bowling him over as he abruptly stops in front of me. Hey, look at that. Almost like a loyal dog, isn't he? Glancing in the direction he was pointing, I see Leon sitting on one of the benches as he absent-mindedly watches people go by. And once he catches sight of us, he immediately leaps to his feet and rushes over with a wave and a warm smile. It's a good thing he doesn't bite. Just doesn't care, yeah. At that snarky comment, I nudged Tio with my elbow and sent him an eye roll. I doubt he takes any notice of it though, since Leon's arrival takes up all of our attention. Hey yo, you look good, Sunfish. I forgot his voice again. You're not so bad yourself, Oarfish. Hello, I'm here too. Eleanor hasn't arrived yet. Scoffing at our playful dismissal, Tio cracks the joint in his neck and crosses his tattooed arms. However, he doesn't seem to stray from his spot, which meant that he still had an interest in our conversation. At his almost childlike reaction, Leon shots his friend a cheeky, lopsided smile before continuing. I'm sure she's on her way. She said something about wanting to get her steps in our group chat. That's why she didn't want Tio picking her up. And actually, don't know if you realized, but you guys were 15 minutes early. Really? No, thanks to Theo's speeding, I guess. What about you? I'm guessing you had to walk all the way here, right? Nah, there's nothing wrong with getting a bit of exercise in the morning. I'm sure Eleanor would agree. And I just got here, actually. Really? Because it looked like you were sitting on that bench for a while. I just sat down. Long enough to stretch your legs, huh? Oh, yeah. So maybe I did arrive half an hour early. That could be me. That would totally be me. You too, Alex. Nice. But I was excited. It's been a while since we've been to the aquarium. Even longer since you've seen Dollface over here, I bet. Huh? Can you blame me? We've been separated for years and now we're finally reunited again. It must be fate. My model is adorable, thank you. This is just an emote of it on TikTok. The proper model is over on Twitch. Oh, Melon, I didn't see the rose. I just saw it now. Thank you. Now, Destiny. Playing along with Leon's dramatics, I lean against his side and clutch at the spot above my heart. Ah, you saw it. Okay. It's written in the stars. You guys are genuinely so embarrassing. Well, thank you. Hearing Tio huff once more, Leon and I both watch as he tries to distance himself by looking at the posters on the wall. He has a crush, doesn't he? No doubt feigning interest in it. It wasn't like Tio really cared much for marine life. All his world revolved around was wealth and luxury, giant tech companies, and probably starting fires. Mom called me to cut Pandora cake or something. She took photos of it like 7 times. Oh no. Damn. Oh man. No doubt feigning interest in it. It wasn't like Tio cared much for marine life. All his... Oh, I already read that. Whoops. Sorry. Though, for a guy who spends most of his time in the shadow of his father's legacy, I had to hand it to him. Tio was seemingly more down to earth than other people I've met. Her gallery's filled with bread? Oh no. Sethi, I feel that very much. I feel it. He didn't have to spend time with us, but he did. And as much as he'd often joke about not wanting to affiliate himself with people outside of his tax bracket, Tio sure seemed to like hanging out with Jay, Leon and me. Almost fell asleep watching the stream. Well, I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I would say it's a good one. If I can put you to sleep, hell yeah. I wonder, does he ever feel lonely? Before my thoughts can delve any further, I feel a gentle nudge at my side. Looking to my left, I see Leon peering at me with a curious expression. You know, I'm really glad you came, but I'm also honestly surprised you agreed to this. Surprised? What do you mean? Well, you know, is Ren okay with this? Ren? The guy we met at the pew the other day said something about being your boyfriend? I have the feeling if I say that... Look where Ren is. He's far. We are here. He's over here. Is that our apartment though? Is that our apartment? So far away? Why is he so far away? Or is he having a second phone? Me. Adola. Me. Anyone want to keep me company? Oh my god, that slut. Yikes. Hey, little soul, don't you sleep in? Don't sleep in. Oh. Looking for a man to send me money. Mood. Stalk us, Ren. I think, therefore I am. Ah, you make me so happy. Ew, gay. Model broke? Oh no, wait. Oh my god, you're right. Wait, okay. I'm back. No, because why are planes so scary? I feel like it's gonna rain soon. Okay. I'm going to say he's not my boyfriend. Oh yeah. I still needed to talk to Ren about that and clear up any potential misunderstandings with everyone. And Leon definitely seems like a good place to start. But before I can get a word in to explain, he beats me to it. He's not? Then what was all that about the other day? He sure looked all cozied up with you at the pier. I'm sure Ren only said it to get Tio off my back. He didn't really mean it. And I've been meaning to talk to him about that for a while now, actually. For a while! For like the 3 days we've known each other. Cool. 4. I see. Besides, I only agreed to this outing because Eleanor genuinely seemed like she wanted to go. And it's not like it's a date anyway, so... Hey, don't sweat it, Sol. No need to explain yourself either. I got what you're saying. I'm sure Leon cuts him off when he notices something behind me, and when I turn around and look, I see Eleanor running up to the group with a flushed expression on her face. But as she draws nearer, she clumsily trips on a stray piece of cobble and tumbles forward. Oh no, girl! Ah! Oh my god. What the fuck? Without thinking, I lurch forward to close the gap between us, but Tio's muscular arm beats me to it. Almost effortlessly, he reaches out to catch her, almost like those cliché romance movies. Except, not at all, because Tio was allergic to anything romantic. Hi Ella. A fact that's emphasized by the look of pure disdain on his face as he pulls my coworker to her feet. Eleanor seems to be blissfully enjoying every moment of it, though, seeing as she practically clutches onto his biceps while looking up with wide, sparkling eyes. We're in the shojo now! We're in the shojo! In fact, I doubt she was even aware of our presence with how she stays rooted in Tio's awkward embrace. Looks like she really fell for him, huh? You're absurd. You're as bad as Jay with those puns. Ah, he's rubbing up on me. Come on. Let's go see if she's okay. Pop, 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 pop. As it turns out, Eleanor really was okay, being cradled inside the arms of Tio. But the moment only lasts until Leon and I rejoin the group with a knowing smile on our faces. Tio aptly chooses not to say anything, and out of solidarity or perhaps further blackmail, neither do we. And soon enough, we all found ourselves waiting in line to buy admission tickets. We are playing 14 Days with You. Eleanor happily takes photos of us while Tio scrolls through his phone, and Leon stands beside me to look at all the colorful fish in the small tank. This is rather exciting, don't you think? Really? It's just fish. Oi, come on, mate, show a bit more enthusiasm, yeah? If you love him that much, wait till you find out what's at the beach. I want to apologize in advance for him. No, it's fine. I'm sure Tio has other interests that excite him. Fish just aren't particularly one of them. Wanna know what makes me excited? Oh my god. Leo and I both share a look before rolling our eyes. Breaking tail lights and slashing tires.
Wait. Slashing tires? Isn't that illegal?
all too quickly the light-hearted mood gets replaced with something serious as Leon's phone starts buzzing. Oh, my model is twitching, I see. I mean, we are on Twitch. Fun. This is okay. Recognition flashes across my childhood friend's face as he looks at the screen before he awkwardly scratches at the back of his neck and points towards the entrance with his thumb. Oh no, it's Jaehyun here. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Oh my god. Oh my god, Alex! Oh shit! We're Monica now. Not Monica, Natsuki. Without waiting for a response, Leon makes a beeline for the front door. After a few seconds, I see his figure emerge from outside the large windows, pacing back and forth on the sidewalk as he talks to someone on the phone. Judging by the solemn expression on his face, I can only guess that the call isn't a good one. I sure hope everything is alright. Too caught up in Leon's shift in demeanor, I basically barely notice how Eleanor's hand gently pushes Tio and I forward so they can speak to the clerk at the front desk. Broad tattoo shoulders now block my view from the window, which causes me to shift my attention back to the present. But Tio doesn't seem to notice my lack of focus, or perhaps he just doesn't care, as he pulls out a black card from his wallet and leans over me to hand it to the woman behind the counter. He's got the Black American Express, bitch! That rich mofo. He couldn't give one. He could have gone without the nonchalant smug look on his face, but I wasn't about to say anything when he was literally about to pay for my admission fee. But before I could begrudgingly thank him, Eleanor's excited voice cuts me off.
Oh, do you suppose there will be shows today as well? I saw some advertisement outside.
Oh yeah? I wasn't paying much attention to them.
I hope there'll be penguins. Perhaps Leon would enjoy them.
What about me?
You? I don't suppose you like sharks?
I can hear the clerk chime with information on the latest hotspots and what shows were playing, but I shut it all out when I noticed Leon standing idly near the doorway, still sporting that concerned look on his face. He's gonna ditch us, isn't he? Without missing a beat, I make my way over to his side and spare him an empathetic glance. I'm really sorry about that, but something came up involving my mom at the hospital. Aw, that's okay. Goodbye, Ray. See you next time. Oh, maybe in 30 minutes. Okay, we'll see how long this goes. Oh no, is everything okay? Yeah, nah, my mom's fine. It's just some important paperwork I need to fill out on her behalf. You know, since Dad's still working abroad and all. I'm so sorry, but I really gotta go. I'll try to come back as soon as I'm... Hey, don't sweat it, Leon. Focus on your mother first. I don't miss the way his entire demeanor softens at my concern. Leon looks as though he wants to say something serious, but holds himself back at the very last second. As if to compensate, I end up filling the silence instead. I'm sure I can survive third-wheeling Tio and Eleanor's date alone. Jeez, I really owe you one. Huh. Actually, you know what? Here. Before I can refuse, Leon shoves a stack of small bills into my hand and closes my hand around... What? Shoves a stack of small bills into my palm and closes his hand around it. He's our sugar daddy now, damn! Hey, you don't have to. Besides, Tio already paid for everything just now. Nah, I won't be hearing anything from ya. If you want to accept it and spend it all on something for me instead, yeah? Go to town in the souvenir shop. See if they have any sunfish merch in there. Aw, that's kinda cute. Alright, Leon, thank you. No worries, doll, but I gotta go now, though. I'll tell Mom she said hi. Leon turns his head on his heel before I have the chance to respond, so he completely misses me waving him off. In his rush, I don't have any hydration here. I have alcohol, okay? I should not drink that now. Alex. In his rush, he almost knocks someone over, but he quickly helps them regain their footing and apologize before speeding off once more. Man, I sure hope everything's okay with his mother. But before I can dwell on it any longer, the sweet melody of Eleanor's laughter pulls me from my thoughts and I turn back towards the group. We will wait, hydrate. Oh my god. Persistence. Alcohol on Tuesday mood. I'm so exhausted and tired. And I ordered a new one. And I love it. Because I was out of my sambuca. Why is it flaky though? Anyways. I noticed that Tio and Eleanor are now standing by the entrance, which also happened to double as a massive underwater tunnel, all while pointing to a school of fish swimming over their heads. When Eleanor notices my presence, she happily waves me over before her attention shifts towards the door behind me, no doubt expecting to see Leon walk back in and join us. Eleanor, you have two hands. One can hold Leon's and one can hold mine, okay? Loving the scenery. It made sense, considering how they missed his departure, but she snaps out of her curious daze the moment Tio brushes a hand against her back to move her out of the way for a family passing by. But what truly shocks me is that he doesn't seem to move his hand. Instead, Tio leaves it there as she steps closer and blocks my coworker from my view. He meets my gaze with an intense, unreadable expression and I can't help but look away. What was that all about? They want alone time! They want alone time, that's valid, okay? Suddenly the moment felt too personal for my liking, almost as if I shouldn't be looking at something so intimate. Turning away, I decide to channel my interest into picking out a roadmap from the brochure stand instead. If Tio and Eleanor are planning on getting cozy with each other, I needed to plan my escape route. But before I move away, I notice a lone aquarium tank off to the side. It was far enough from the eyes of people still waiting in queue, but still close enough to the entrance to entice any passerbys to come in and take a look. Inside were countless amounts of colorful fish, coral and other sea crustaceans, and I couldn't help but look in awe of some of the bright marine life as they float about in the water. Grr, Alex, you're gonna summon him, huh? Aren't you? If only Leon could join us. I could almost hear his laughter at some of the sunfish-like creatures that swim by. Keeping the rest of the group in sight, I stray slightly to the right for a better vantage point. A group of neon tetrafish zip past, and my eyes follow them as they swim around. They easily stand out against the bright orange and green corals, and especially the pink and blue. Wait, pink and blue? Huh? Huh? Where do you come from? What? He was on the other side of... Huh? Peering close to the glass, I catch sight of a familiar face on the other side of the tank. Ren doesn't seem to notice me yet, seemingly far too entranced by the bright colored creatures as they swim by. That's pretend, he isn't... Okay, is that the water reflection or is his hand fucked up? No, that's... Huh? His tattoos, yeah, the fucking angel one, what the hell? His hand is fucked up, what? That's not just the reflection. And you can bet he's not looking at the fish, he's just pretending to. His soft eyes follow some of the smaller fish as they dart across the tank before swapping over to the group of guppies swimming past. Suddenly our eyes meet the moment the fish split up and I watch as Ren's expression morphs from surprise into a sickeningly sweet look. He tries to say something, but his words come out inaudible due to the glass separating us. As if realizing, Ren instead points to one of the fish off to the side before resting his hand on the glass and mouthing something else. I still can't fully understand what he is trying to say. That is, until my hands land on what he was pointing at. Catching me off guard, I watch in awe as a lone fish swims between us and captures both of our attention. Was that an anglerfish? Ren be locked away in a mental hospital. The fun memory from our time at the pier comes to mind, and I find myself thinking back to where Ren affectionately gave me that nickname. And had I known any better, I would have assumed that he was thinking about the same thing, given the way his eyes crinkle and soften as a fish's scales shimmer underneath the artificial light. Too absorbed in how picturesque this all looked, I completely miss Ren's swift departure. That is, until he's rounding the corner of the fish tank and taking his place by my side. Hi, Saul. Oh, hey, you. Fancy meeting you here. Fancy that Leon had an emergency where he had to quickly leave. And fancy that, instead, you suddenly turned up. Who would have thought that? The first thing I notice is how Ren is tugging at his sleeves again. Though he doesn't seem to shy away from my close proximity, nor seems to mind it as much. That is extremely sus. Super duper sus. Those fish were pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't take my eyes off them. Hey, did you spot the anglerfish swimming by?
I did.
It was, huh? I couldn't stop looking as well.
Yes, he was looking at us. Of course he was. Yeah, I didn't even know they could be that color. Actually, this might sound cheesy, but after you mentioned the anglerfish, it reminded me of our date by the pier, remember?
How could I forget? It's one of my most treasured memories. Top 3, in fact.
Not wanting to let this opportunity pass, I decide to tease Ren a bit. Oh, please, top 3?
Don't laugh. If you get to be cheesy, why can't I?
Well, in that case, I am also very tired. If you get to give me a cheesy nickname like anglerfish, why can't I?
Wait, you want to give me a nickname?
Come on, it's only fair. Though, to be honest, I don't really know any pink-colored fish. Dang it.
Oh yeah? That's too bad.
Are the piercings new? Are these piercings, are they new? Or am I just Delulu? Are these piercings new, or did I just not notice them before? Alex, you must know. Dang it. Hey, don't think you can get away that easily, Buttercup. I think of something better. Eventually.
Eventually?
Eventually. He looks a little less soft. His eyes look a little less soft, I don't know. Or I'm just being stupid. Something's off. At that, Ren lets out a puff of laughter before returning his attention to the tank once more. He doesn't seem to stray from my side though, and it's then that I realize, what was he doing at the aquarium in the first place? Without missing a beat, I take a step closer and voice my thoughts. You know, I wasn't expecting to run into you here. His eyes seem a bit straighter. They feel, I feel like his looks less soft too, right? They look, the eyes are not as soft as before. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like they were more round at the top before, and now they're more straight, and I also feel like the piercings are new.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no offense, but you don't really seem like an aquarium guy.
Is that so? I didn't have any plans for today, so I figured I'd do a bit of under-the-sea sightseeing to pass the time. Plus, I finished the book you recommended the other week. The one about the underwater city?
Silly, no. They made him emo.
I guess it inspired me to come here.
Really? Did you like it? What do you think about it?
I enjoyed it, especially the part where... Oh? Say, look at that.
Ren isn't shy about how he leans over my shoulder to point at something outside my peripheral vision. I follow his finger, and between the driftwood and coral, I spot Eleanor and Tio standing awfully close to each other. I don't miss the way Tio sizes up Ren, even from a distance, before he tears his gaze away from us with an inaudible scuff. A surprised sound escapes the back of my throat as I watch Tio unabashedly run a hand down my co-worker's side. But what truly shocks me is the way Eleanor boldly grabs his arm and loops her hand around it. Oh damn! No way!
That's,
Wow, I honestly didn't know she had it in her. And while her confidence shocked me, it also sparked a bout of curiosity inside of me as well. Even though we all established that this wasn't an actual date, Eleanor still wanted to treat it like one. But now that I really think about it, isn't this similar to the date I shared with Ren at the pier as well? Next thing I know, I find my mind wandering to all the times I held Ren's hand as we walked through the broad walk. And right now, it looked all too tempting with how it was casually resting against the glass. I could easily fit the palm of my hand in his, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind the slightest if I were to reach out right now and... No, come on Saul, what are you thinking? We're not dating and know each other for 2 days, but let's go to your apartment. Oh my god, yes, let's fucking go. No. Come to think of it, wasn't I the one who initiated most of the hand-holding during the moments we spent together? Maybe it'd be okay with it after all. Should I? Okay, chat, I'll leave it to you. Should I? Should I not? Because I am very undecided. Just remember there's a game that's very literally Monopoly, just cats. Oh damn. Yes, then open his sleeve. What? And see his tattoos. Hold, hold. I see 2 holds. Okay, we're gonna hold it. Before I can talk myself out of this, I reach out and slip my fingers between Ren's palms and the glass of the tank. His skin feels uncharacteristically coarse and rough against my own. I knew it! He looked fucked up! But before I can question it, I brush against something cold and metallic instead. Daring a curious peek, I look down and notice a golden ring on one of his fingers. I swear to God, he's planning to propose on us already. Damn boy, you're moving fast. In fact, it appeared to look vaguely similar to the one around his neck. But as soon as I open my mouth to ask, Ren casually slips his fingers between my own to intertwine them. That's 4 out of 14 days, Ren, chill. Oh no. He gives me a soft smile, almost as if he knew this was going to happen, before Eleanor's voice pulls me back to the present. Do a voice act of him? You mean like in a video? We'll see.
So, there you are. Why didn't you say anything earlier, Tio?
Where'd pretty boy run off to? Princess over here said he'd had to leave earlier. Ah, dang, if it isn't Buttercup.
It's Ren, actually.
Ah, not this again. Before the two can have their chance to butt heads, I carefully step in and interrupt. Something came up at the hospital, so Leon had to go.
Oh dear, I hope everything is okay.
He assured me that everything is fine, so I wouldn't stress out too much about it. And dogs, so like instead of buying estates, you buy cats, dogs, breeds. That's crazy. I think about it when I finish the game. Maybe I'll find some scenes that I could voice act. I don't really like the voice I gave him though, so I'd have to play around with it a little bit, I guess. I watch as Eleanor shuffles on her feet in contemplation before noticing the item still grasped carefully in her hands.
That's a relief, but... Oh! What do you suppose we should do with this ticket then? Shall I ask for a refund?
It's fine. That's like loose change to me. I'll make it back in 45 seconds.
Still... We shouldn't let it go to waste. Oh, I know.
Eleanor's expression shifts from revelation to something more cheeky as she turns to me with a small knowing grin. She leans close enough to whisper, but doesn't seem all that quiet about it.
Here, why don't we give the ticket to our lover boy?
Lover boy? You've gotta be kidding.
Should I tell you all about how our lovely Saul has a secret admirer? And how often he rents out these books from the Eleanor, I feel like I'm missing some context here.
Almost hastily, I snatched the ticket from Eleanor's hands and Usher ran inside the tunnel, away from my gossipy co-worker and Teo's smug grin. Double date? I mean, it was supposed to be a double date in the beginning, wasn't it? Double date. I hardly noticed the time passing with all the fun I'm having, and before I know it, almost 2 hours go by in a blur. I still can't get over how pale Ren is. I mean, it's the screen tan, so yeah. I'd initially been so fixated on being a third wheel that I completely forgot about the exciting things people could do at the aquarium, like watch fish. Eleanor seems all too happy to snap pictures of everything, ranging from Ren and I petting some stingrays, Teo getting splashed by a seal, and all the giant sea creatures that swim around in the overhead tanks. By the time I noticed my feet starting to hurt, we all had made it to the small food court conveniently placed at the end of the main attractions. Eleanor used this as an opportunity to use the restroom, while Teo wandered off to who knows where, so Ren and I were left to look for a place for us all to sit down and rest. But we didn't get far because before the light sounds of footsteps drew closer once more.
Saul, Ren, there you are. Sorry for the wait. I ran into Teo earlier while he was talking to one of the tour guides.
He's a friend, and I wanted to talk to him. You didn't need to wait for me.
Oh? But you said you were lost and needed help with something urgent.
Ah, come on, princess. No need to act coy. Surely people say the same thing to you at the library, right?
Well, yes, I suppose they do. But I don't see what that has to do with me waiting for you. Or acting coy, for that matter.
You're adorable when you're clueless.
Anyway, are either of you hungry yet? It's past noon and I'm worried Teo won't put his pride aside and admit that he's hungry.
Excuse me?
Oh, am I wrong? I could have sworn I heard your stomach growl earlier. Now who's acting coy?
My throat. First of all, when did they reunite without me noticing? And secondly, was Teo embarrassed? There was no way I was going to let this opportunity pass. Aw, is the big baby hungry? Didn't eat breakfast this morning, did you? I did. Unlike you, I can afford to eat whatever I want. Though it came out blunt and harsh, I knew Teo was only joking.
And why don't I go and get us all something to eat? Any preferences? Allergies I should be made aware of?
Oh my god, my tongue is not working anymore. Aw, why do you care, princess? You're planning to kill me or something?
It's only natural to worry about the health of others. I wouldn't want to give you something you're allergic to. Besides, everyone deserves to be cared for.
Ew. You're weird. Subtle foreshadowing.
He looks angrier. He really looks angrier. And more like pulled together.
The thing is, I can't just go back to like recheck. That's so subtle though. That's crazy. That is such a nice detail.
What was that?
I said wasabi. I'm allergic to wasabi.
Wasabi, huh?
Oh my god, Ren is so taking notes. Oh my... He is so taking notes.
I see. And what about you lot? Any preferences? Do you think they have any cookies? I've been having a really bad craving for it recently.
Then in that case, I'll have a... Before I can waste my preferences, Teo cuts me off by pulling out his wallet and handing it to my coworker. Eleanor takes it from him without complaint, but pairs it with a curious look and a slight tilt of her head. Yeah, whatever. I need to have a world with Dollface over here. A word. A world? Huh? I don't get the chance to fully respond before Teo directs me towards the opening of the food court, but I barely get 3 steps away before I feel a gentle tug at my sleeve. Curious, I glance back, only to find Ren sprouting a pout on his soft features. Relax, Buttercup, you'll get him back in one piece. Now that I think about it, it was kind of out of the blue for Tio to be acting like this. I mean, since when did he ever want to talk about something serious? With that revelation in mind, I offer Ren a reassuring look and give his arm a comfort squeeze. Thank you for the follow, Luna. I'm sure it'll only be a few minutes. Oh. His eyes flicker between me and Tio a few times before it lands on my hand still resting on his arm, and he lets out an inaudible sight. Welcome back, Ray. That was quicker. Okay. I'll wait for you here. No, stay where Princess can see you, unless you want her to freak out and think we ditched. Her name is Eleanor, you know? Wow, amazing. Whatever. Come on, let's go. Rude. Without another word, Tio nudges me in the right direction, leaving Ren all alone and confused. So, what do you want? What do you want from me? Following closely behind, Tio leads me to a quiet corner near the food court before turning around and boxing me in with his large arms. That's gay. He casually leans his weight onto one side before finally speaking. Hey, so I've got this fun idea. Please don't tell me you want to make her jealous. Please do not. Seriously? I thought you wanted to talk about something urgent. Dang, could you be a little less loud about it? And as a matter of fact, yes, I do. No, you always say, I've got an idea, and it turns out to be something illegal like trespassing or vandalism. Isn't that the whole point of an idea? No, it's not. He was not serious. We're not about to discuss the logistics behind... Look, it's serious. I need you to help me get Ellie or whatever jealous. She's getting a bit too clingy for my taste, and it might even get Buttercup to ease up on all that juvenile puppy love crap. You seriously don't think he's being too clingy? He's practically glued himself to your side the entire day. Oh my god. What? Don't you think that's kind of roundabout idea? How would this even benefit? Trust me, this is for my own benefit, not yours. Little Miss Princess over there is treating me like I'm a dang child who needs to be supervised all the time. And I can't even tell if she's interested in me or not. Plus, you're not exactly... No, never mind. Either my idea works out and this gathering gets more interesting, or she realizes I'm not the type to be babied and backs off. Oof. While I had to jump through hoops and hurdles to understand it, Tio did have a point, but everything about his idea still felt wrong. Regardless if I agree or not, if Eleanor saw us flirting, wouldn't she just assume that you're not interested in her at all? Besides, I'd never betray her like that. You said anything about flirting? Crap, you really are into me, aren't you? Can't say I'm flattered, doll. Excuse me? All I was gonna do was ignore for a bit. Make them think you're more entertaining or something. I mean, it's almost worked with that tour guide from earlier. But if you want to cling to my arm too, by all means, handsome, go ahead. Oh my god. How could I think he's even remotely hot? That's not... No. You're so insufferable. So is it yes or no? Still don't know what you want me to do exactly. It's definitely a no on my side. Tio's gaze shifts to something behind me before a light ignites in his eyes as he sends me a sly smirk. Just follow my lead. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. Oh boy. I barely have any time to process his words before Tio places a hand on the small of my back and pulls me close to his side. His voice is louder than usual, and it's then when I notice Eleanor and Ren slowly coming into my view. Oh my god, no. See that storeroom over there? Looks like it's unlocked. Wanna go check it out? What are you? Come on, doll. You're really not interested in having some bit of fun? Listen up a little. It's giving fuckboy heartthrob player, and I don't like it. Sethi, yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Oh my god. Is there anything new here? No. All of a sudden, I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket, but just as I move, pull it out, Tio gives me a pointed look and I find myself stalling. How will you respond? I will refuse. At that, he peers at me with a bored expression before rolling his eyes. Ah, don't be like that. Come on, Tio, this is a stupid idea. Stupid? You're joking. Look, as much as I want to help you out, I don't really think this is going to accomplish, well, anything. Besides, it doesn't seem fair to Eleanor either. Is that what you really think? Fine, whatever. They should have asked Buttercup to help me instead. Got anything else to add? If not, let's head back. Without another word, Tio drops his hands and walks away, leaving me to trail behind. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, he's such an a-hole.
There you two are. Enjoy your little chat?
Sure.
Is everything alright?
Just peachy. Tio shoots a worried glance in my direction as if to say, see, I told you so. But I brush it off with a sigh.
Tio? So?
While Eleanor shuffles awkwardly on the balls of her feet, Ren nudges my side and leans closer.
Are you alright, Angel? Did Tio do anything to you?
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure? Because if he did...
Hmm?
No, never mind.
At that, Ren takes a step back and looks at my coworker with a bright smile.
So, about that food? Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me, Ren. Here, I'm sure we'll all start to feel better again once we've had something to eat. I hope you like adobo as much as me.
Adobo, is that foreign?
Why, yes. It's a dish that mainly features chicken and rice, which I figured would be beneficial for you, given your build and all.
Bro, interested in my body, are you? Oh my god. I can't fucking do this.
No. Well, yes, technically, but only because I'm concerned about your dietary requirements. You look like the type of person who takes care of their health. And my sister, Kiara, she was the one who introduced this dish to me while she was studying abroad. I think you'll really like the taste. It's one of her top 10 favorites foods.
Your sister again, really? Sure. Whatever you say, princess, hand it over. With a groan, I knock my elbow against Tio's arm. Yet all it does is making him give me yet another one of those pointed looks.
Anyway, here. So I bought you the same thing as Ren. I hope that's okay with you. He was telling me all about how much you enjoy cookies earlier.
But before I can take the takeaway back from her grasp, Eleanor loops her arms in mine and tucks me away from the group. There's a cheeky grin on her face, which could only mean one thing.
But first, what did you two have to talk about?
And there it was. Once my gossipy coworker got started, there was no holding her back. Nothing important. Tio just needed some help with something.
Oh, is everything alright now?
I watched as Eleanor peers over my shoulder to look at Tio, who was still within earshot. Crap.
Does he still need help? I can go and find another staff member if you...
Oh my god, you are right, Alex. Holy shit. Forget it. This is starting to get real annoying now.
Oh.
Tio. Move. Yo, why is he... Why are you so rude? Oh Oh my god. Tio doesn't wait for a response as he shoulders past Ren and makes his way towards one of the exits.
Did I say something wrong?
No, Nori.
Perhaps I should go and apologize.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. Here, I'll go and talk to him. You just stay here with Ren.
Wait,
He's such a pussy. Oh my god, you're right.
you don't have to, Saul.
Before I can follow after Tio, I feel someone tug at the sleeves of my jacket. Ren?
You don't have to go to Tio. Just leave him.
Maybe you're right. But I know Tio better than everyone else here, and I know he's only going to sulk and be in pain about it for the next few days. It's probably best if I do something about it now, otherwise we'll just suffer for it later. You guys really don't want to see a mopey Tio.
Here, I'll come with you then.
No, it's okay. You stay here and enjoy the rest of the day with Eleanor. Let's do this. Besides, didn't you two hit off the back at the hit it off back at the library? I'm sure she won't mind, right, El?
Oh, right.
He's allergic to feelings. That describes it quite well.
I do hope I didn't bore you to death with all my talk about native flowers. What? I mean, nope, not at all. But, Angel, did it really look like that to you? Because...
Before Ren can finish his sentence, my eyes wander towards Tio's figure, slipping through a crowd of people as he pulls out his phone. And before I realize it, my feet start to move on autopilot as I chase after him. Sorry, but I really need to... Ugh, he's already gone. Ugh. I'll be back, promise. Ugh. Now leaving the two of them behind, I make my way towards the opening of the food court and through the seemingly endless maze of fish tanks. Pulling open the heavy doors to back entrance, I aimlessly peer down the alleyway in search of my grumpy and perhaps even childish friend. My instincts tell me to head towards the hustle and bustle of the main street, but as I round the corner I bump into someone's chest. What? Leo!
Leon!
Whoa, sorry, I guess I wasn't looking where... Wait, Sol?
Leon, what are you doing here?
I was just about to go after Tio. Might be best to let him cool off a bit, yeah? Just saw him soak off in that direction, plus he seemed kinda off in the group chat. Yeah, I figured he'd message you guys. Well, actually, he messaged Jay, who then messaged me, but he sent it to the wrong chat, so now here I am. I was on my walk back from the hospital anyway. I figured I'd pop in and see what was up. Well, I guess now you know. Yeah, I suppose. But look, seeing as Jay's aware of everything now, maybe it's best to let him handle Tio, yeah? You think so? Leon gives me a non-comical shrug of his shoulders before gesturing for me to follow him. Might help defuse the situation. I mean, Jay has known him since elementary school. If he's able to put up with Tio for that long, then I'm sure he'll be better help than us. Maybe you're right. So not convinced. You still want to go talk to Tio if we can. I don't mind tagging along. And no, it's just I can't help but feel like this is all somewhat my fault. No, it is not. Dear MC, this is not your effing fault. Stop guilt tripping. I mean, I know it's not, but you know how Tio can get, especially when he's told not to do something. Yeah, but I can't help but wonder if I could have been nicer about it. More kinder? I didn't think he'd react this way when I told him not to. Nah, I think this is what Tio needs. He's a child? Oh yeah, he is. Doesn't show up, he's always been coddled up by everyone, even his parents. And all those people he hangs out with in the city, I can almost see where he gets his mindset from. Man-child, yes. Tio never used to be like this, you know, back when we were younger. But I guess this is what happens when you've been denied genuine affection for most of your life. He doesn't know how to answer someone tell him no whenever he does something crazy, but it's not entirely his fault. Anyone want to keep me company later? Huh. Aside from his questionable friends, Giles grew up with his parents. Whenever I wanted affection from them, he'd often have to do something rash just to get their attention, like slash tires. But never lasted long. They'd just throw money in his direction and eventually ignore him again. Pretty sad, honestly. I think all he wants is for someone to actually acknowledge him for who he is, not how he acts. I'm sure you've noticed, right? Everyone wants him for his money, looks, and popularity. Doubt he's got any real friends, you know, aside from us. Oh, and Jay, of course. Outside of a friend group, I doubt Tio surrounds himself with genuine, good-hearted people. Bet his mates from the city don't even have his best interests at heart. But, mushy rant aside, I'm glad you were able to be his voice of reason. After everything he's been through, he needs someone like you. Someone who'll stop him from doing things he'll regret later and to keep him in line whenever he says something insensitive, a true friend. Wow. Honestly, I didn't know that about Tio, or that Leon thought of me that way. I didn't even know how to respond. No, I guess I didn't need to, considering how Leon continued to talk. But not about him. Jay is on his way back from the city now, so we should leave Mr. Moody to him. Besides, with a grin, Leon tosses an arm over my shoulder and pulls me onto the street. Want to spend some time with you. Think it's long overdue, yeah? I mean, I never even got to go on an aquarium date with you guys. No, how dreadful. It's truly a heartbreaking thought. I don't think I'll be able to go on. My heart yearns to be by his side, but Alice, this was not meant to be. Alright. Let's go, theater kid. Nah, we'll give it away. With a playful eye roll, I nudge my childhood friend with my hip to get him moving again. What takes me by surprise is how he casually grabs my hand in his and leads me down the street. This almost feels like old times. Back when we used to run hand in hand towards our favorite playground after school. I wonder, was Leon thinking the same thing as me? But when I glance upwards to check, I instead take notice of the destination my companion was leading me towards. After all, the massive umbrella made it hard to miss. A soft smile pulls at my features from the nostalgic sight before me, and I give Leon's hand a gentle squeeze to let him know about my excitement. I can feel him do the same to my hand in return, which only makes my grin grow even wider. An ice cream stand, huh? Yeah, it's been a while since we visited one of these, hasn't it? Oh, when is this scene over? I can't read anymore. That's true, I wonder if they still sell all those wacky flowers. Are we ditching the other two? Apparently we are. Ah, did you just call my favorite flower wacky? I can't believe it. Why, I would never. Oh, really? Do you even remember what it is? Duh, it's a wacky flavor. I would say mint choc chip is a wacky flavor. It's the tree curler thingy. It's Neapolitan. Why are you spoiling me, Alex? Okay, it's Neapolitan. You got it. See? I knew you'd remember it. I never doubted you for a second, darling. How could I forget? The only reason it's your favorite is because Alex told me it was. It's like 3 flavors in one. Exactly, and all of them for the same price as one go. That's kind of like cheating, isn't it? Oh yeah, sounds like more like jealousy to me. Oh, please. Don't worry, I wouldn't mind sharing my ice cream with you. Germs too. Ew, gross. Gross? Anyway, now it's your turn. Huh? You're gonna guess? Cool, Simon, it's only fair. Also, because I remember your favorite flavor too. Is that so? I mean, as long as it hasn't changed over the years. No, it's still the same. Then, there was no way he was going to guess it correctly. But now that I think about it, what is my favorite ice cream flavor? I should probably have one in mind before he guesses. Honestly, call me Put Ren? No. Call me absolutely basic. Call me a basic bitch. But my favorite ice cream is vanilla. It used to be chocolate, but then after eating it for so many years, at some point the chocolate taste got too much. So I don't really enjoy chocolate ice cream that much anymore, but vanilla. But just as I think of my answer, Leon speaks it into existence with a knowing, toothy grin. The ringing of his laughter drowns out the ending of his response, but I hear him clear as day. How did you... Sunfish, I think it's time I told you. I'm a mind reader. Whoa, what number am I thinking of right now? 4? No, 60? 4.6? It was 69! What? That's such a specific number. Yeah, well, that's how much we owe this fine gentleman. By the way, one thing that also kind of hints that I'm freaking neuro. I don't know if it's part of the tism, but like all the time, as a child, my entire time as a child, I ever only ate chocolate ice cream. I did not want to try any other ice cream because I was afraid that I would not like it. I always stayed with chocolate ice cream and I never ate anything else. I refused to try any other ice cream. I was so stuck with chocolate through my entire childhood. With a smile, he gestures towards the person who served us the ice cream. Not wanting to make the people in line wait any longer, I fish out the loose change Leon gave me earlier and pay for our desserts. Seemingly satisfied, we made our way down the footpath to find somewhere to sit and eat. The scene is over. I call this that the scene is over, okay? Where are we? Okay, so since the lovely scene is over, I'm going to save here because I can't read anymore and I'm exhausted and I am tired. Why is Ren near Tio? I mean, I think it's just because they can't squish all in the same place, but I mean, he's also close to us too, I think. We do not ask questions here. Yeah, we do not. Oh, welp. Yeah, anyways, since I still have to log into my other games real quick before I shut off my PC, I'm going to shut off stream right here. And I probably will stream again on Friday. Because usually I do stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when I can. Because on Thursday I have a late shift, so I can't stream then. Tomorrow I have to record a voice commission I got from someone on TikTok. Like a part 2, and that will need all of my attention because that type of voice commission is takes me very long to make actually, even though it's not long. But yeah, it's just like it's sole NSFW voice commission stuff, and I probably will need like 2 hours to record that in total because I need to take a lot of breaks. So yeah. Yeah. But then I'm gonna be back to streaming on Friday. I hope that's fine with you guys. I hope to see many of you again on Friday. Otherwise, I will check in with you on the Discord. Wee. I love that game so much. Well, Alice, maybe you will check in again on Friday when we continue streaming it in the evening. Yeah. Because I will send you guys off now, and I will be back on Friday. I will still see quite a few of you on the Discord. And yeah, until then, goodbye to TikTok. I will see you on Friday. Thank you for the follow, Alice. We'll see you around, and bye-bye. Oh, I got a rose too. Goddamn, thank you for the rose, which did not go through anymore. Well, good. Okay, and goodbye to you sweet cheeks on Twitch here as well. I will see you soon. Have a nice night.